Are you a believer and you don't like the results that you have so far this year? So as you are moving toward the next year, God placed something in my heart to share with you guys. Give me a couple minutes and I guarantee you, these few minutes that I'm going to share with you will be gold for you heading toward the next year. Do me a favor, guys. Share this video with someone, for I truly believe it. It will be a blessing for that person. Let's dive into it. Here's what the Lord has placed in my heart to share with you guys. You believer watching this, you believer who is not satisfied with the result that you have so far this year. The first thing that God placed in my heart to share with you is, next time you open this book, there are two things that I want you to pay attention to. The first thing that I want you to look in this book, next time you open this book, I want you to look for the promises of God. What did He promise concerning your health? What did God promise concerning your life, concerning your marriage, your children? What are the promises of God concerning your finances? I want you to go and look for His promises next time you open this Bible. I want you to keep that in your mind, that I'm searching, I'm looking for God's promises. The Bible said that we pray, sometimes we pray amiss. We don't get the results of our prayer, the answers of our prayers, because we pray amiss. Why? Because a lot of times, believers, we do that a lot. We use our emotion to pray. But we forgot that God does not move by emotion. He moves by His promises, His word. Bring forth, present your strong evidence. And your strong evidence is the word. So first thing I want you to do as you are moving toward the end of the year and heading toward next year, I want you to look for the promises of God in this book. And the second thing that I want you to look for, guys, I want you to look for principles. When you open this book, I want you to seek to look for the laws, the keys of the kingdom. I call them the keys of the kingdom. Why? Because God never intended guys to rule the earth, to rule us by miracles. His goal is to rule us by principles. He gave us laws, He gave us keys, principles. And guess what? Laws will work for whoever uses them. Doesn't matter if you are a believer or not. I know this will shock you. There are things in this book that God says they are straight up for believers, but there are things that will work for whoever practices it. That's why sometimes you see an unbeliever, someone who doesn't care about the things of the kingdom, prosper in life. And when you look, just because they are practicing the principles, they will call it something different. They will give it a different name. But they are laws from this book. Laws are permanent, guys. Laws, they're not gonna change. For example, let's use the law of gravity. According to the law of gravity, if I put this Bible up in the air, I expect this Bible to come down. Why? Because of the law of gravity. If I get on the roof of this house and I jump, guys, I don't need to prophesize. I can guarantee you that I'm going to break a couple ribs. Why? Because I break a law. If you break the law, you will deal with the consequence of the law. And a lot of times, that's what we do as believers. That's why we don't get the results that we are seeking. Because we keep breaking laws, we don't know them. That's the second thing that I want you to do. As you are moving toward the end of the year, and you are a believer, we want to see the glory of God manifest in your life. Go for the principles, the keys in the book of Job. Do your laws, the keys of the kingdom. Can you use them? Manifest dominion on earth. So get the laws. Lastly is what I wanted to share with you guys. Get wisdom. Get wisdom. In all you're getting, get wisdom and understanding. For the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You need to be able to make wiser decisions. You need to be able to move wiser if your goal as a believer is to reach the next level in life, is to show the glory of God to this world. You need to be wise, guys. But a lot of times, us believers, we struggle to become wise. You know why? Because we quote scriptures without the right understanding and knowledge. You find a believer who say, like, you know that I have the Spirit of God in me. This is true. That's what the Bible said. Our body is the temple of the Spirit of God. And if the Spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives in us, it gives life to our mortal bodies. That's true. And when you get the Spirit of God, this is the Spirit that gives wisdom, that gives intelligence, that gives knowledge, that gives you counsel, that gives you might. And this is the Spirit that gives you the fear of the Lord. We quote it, but we forget, guys. There's 3 layers to it. Wisdom is the highest layer. The first one, that's the one we ignore. The second one, you can't even get there if you don't have the first one. The first one, for you to become wise, you need knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is simple, guys. The information. I know the dictionary tells us a lot of things sometimes we can't even remember. But I want you to remember this. Knowledge is information. Get the information. You'll become knowledgeable. The second layer is understanding. What is understanding? Simple definition. Understanding is comprehension. The capacity of a man to comprehend the information that you get. That's understanding. And then the highest one, which is the one that I want you to get, wisdom. What is wisdom? Simple, guys. Wisdom is application. That's the definition of wisdom. Forget the things you see in the dictionary that you can't even remember. Remember the simple things. Wisdom is application. In other words, someone become wise when you are able to apply the information that you comprehend. Woo! Let me say that again. You become wise when you are able to apply the information that you comprehend. Keywords, comprehend. That's wisdom right there. So guys, that's what the Lord has placed in my heart to share with you today. As you are moving toward the end of the year, heading toward the next one, and your desire as a believer is to see the glory of God be made manifest in your life, is to emerge in life, is to see your best version, the best version of yourself. The first thing you need to do, next time you open this book, look for the promises, what God has promised concerning your life. Secondly, look for principles, the keys, the laws in this book. And then thirdly, guys, become wise. If you don't make wise decisions next year, you're going to get the same result you had this year. Become wise. And the way you become wise is to become knowledgeable and have the ability to comprehend the information that you get. That's how you become wise. All right, guys? So as usual, I'm going to leave you with a prayer. I'm going to pray for you guys. First, for us to be able to do those things, we need to be alive. Therefore, I release the grace over your life. May the Lord protect you, and may you live the fullness of your day. May you not die before your time. May you see next year. May you not die before your time. Secondly, I pray the Lord grant you the strength that you need to go in this, to get the promises, to get the principles, the keys that will allow you to become wise, so you can apply your will and look at your life and glorify God in you. That's what the Bible said, guys. Let the world see the light in you and glorify God in you. Let your light shine so bright before men, and they glorify God in you. So as you're heading toward next year, that's my wish for you. May your light shine so bright and that men glorify God in you. That was it, guys. Share this video with someone, for I know it will be a blessing. Comment, like. I can't wait to see your testimony. I can't wait to see the best version of yourself. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. The Lord bless.